So we've just arrived in Kashmir. I mean, it's so hot here, starting to get dehydrated. Today we're going to go to a Madrassa and we're going to visit all the boys and see their school. And I mean, it's going to be really interesting because they dedicate all of their school life and their life kind of to Islam.
Today is a great honor for us that we have important guests from British Council in our ceremony of meeting called by Hafla. I am very thankful to you that you have come here and gave us the chance of honor.
आला है तू मेरे ज़हन पे हावी है तू मेरी सोच से बाला है एक नूर का आलम रोशन है एक बादल
Today, the topic which I going to discuss before you, that is Islam and terrorism. One recall English philosopher Thomas Hobbes defined 1651 the word terrorism. He says that terrorism means no arts, no letters, no society, and which is worst of all, continual fear and violence. A religion of mercy does not permit terrorism. In the Quran, Allah has said, Allah does not forbid you from showing kindness and dealing justly with who have not taught you about religion.
Now I invite the 5 students of our institute. Please come up, the British students of British Council from UK. Please come up there.
You have spent almost half an hour with us. What is your response? You have noticed that our mosque, our institution, our students, our teachers. What is your response?
There's madrassas in England that people learn the same thing. Everyone's striving for education, you know, because without ta'lim you can't go forward. And I feel that a nation, as a country, everyone needs to educate themselves, and education empowers people and opens doors for people, makes life easier for you. It's good to see people like interacting, and so the feeling is from us as a group. I can say that, you know, it's nice to see people making the most of opportunities for education, you know, to progress forward in life.
In the UK, as long as people are being taught by the media, they're only going to be taught one side of Islam and one side of Pakistan. So hopefully when we go back to the UK and we can show people the true side of Islam and Pakistan, more people will open their eyes and see it for how it really is, which is a beautiful country and religion.
There are a few persons in Pakistan who are making terrorism, but as a whole, Pakistan is a peace-loving country.
ये ऐसे है कि हम सुबह नमाज के लिए उठते हैं तो फजर की नमाज की जो टाइमिंग है उसके मुताबिक हम जाना लड़कों को जगाते हैं। उसके बाद सबसे फर्स्ट हम जाना नमाज पढ़ते हैं। उसके बाद हमारे स्टूडेंट्स जाना ये 1 घंटे के लिए आज़ाद होते हैं। 1 घंटे के बाद हमारा नाश्ता होता है। नाश्ता करने के बाद तकरीबन 20 मिनटों 25 मिनटों के बाद हमारी असम्बली होती है आधे घंटे की। उसमें कुरान पाक की तिलावत होती है, फिर नात होती है, फिर उसके बाद हम दुआ मांगते हैं, फिर हम स्टार्ट लेते हैं अपनी क्लासेस का। फिर जाना रूटीन के मुताबिक स्टूडेंट्स असातिज़ा के कमरों में क्लास लेने के लिए जाते हैं और वहाँ जाकर अपना अपना पीरियड्स पढ़ते हैं। हर क्लास के 7 पीरियड हैं।
When we first got there, it was a lot formal. I had to take my t-shirt off and change into a long sleeve top, and at first me and Elliot were talking about, well, why? Because we are coming from the West and we want to show them what we wear, but we had to eventually change, so we did.
I felt really uncomfortable today. I think it's purely because, you know, we never really got acknowledged, and I think it was like as if we weren't there, because it was like literally just 3 ladies like in the room filled with like a whole load of guys.
I felt like the girls felt like they weren't supposed to be there, if you know what I mean, and like they had like a backseat approach, and like they wanted to say something, but they didn't know that if they said something that it would mean something would happen, so they just watched us do our thing.
One of the speakers, the guys who were speaking, he was really passionate about Islam being a peaceful religion, and it's not about terrorism. I sort of like put my thoughts aside and realised it's not what it is.
I think a lot of people perceive it as being very angry when it's not. I mean, it's just very passionate, and it's quite sad that people won't give the time to put the effort in to find out that it's passion and it's not anger, because it really isn't. And the stuff they were getting really passionate about is actually very peaceful things, and the way they talk about terrorists is just the way that people in the West talk about terrorists. They're just as scared as them as we are.